Brand new stuff from Justin Moore, Letting the Night Roll, Goober 95.1. How you doing? It's Greg. Within the next 20, you've got Keith Urban, Darius Rucker, Luke Bryan, and new Florida Georgia Line. New Darius Rucker on now. It's called Radio, Goober 95.1. Almond, Program Director for Goober 95.1 WGGC in Bowling Green, Kentucky. 2000, Gaston College, I went on the station and did my first ever show. And it was kind of funny how it happened. The Program Director, Stations Manager, I had spent some time just in the office writing PSAs and doing all this other monotonous stuff because I just wanted to get into business. I just wanted to get on air. I just wanted to be around radio and get to know it. She walks in and she's like, I think you need your own show. You go on air Thursday night at 11. And that was pretty much it. Oh, if you include college, I've been a radio DJ since 2000. Professionally, I've been an on-air personality. We don't really say DJ because I wasn't a jock at first, but since 2006, so you're looking at 7 years, and that includes being a producer on a show. It includes being a morning show person myself, an afternoon personality, midday personality, and now afternoon personality again. But I've kind of always had, ever since 2000, have had some kind of on-air presence or been working in radio. I mean, it's allowed me to do a lot of really cool stuff and things that I didn't have to pay for. Whitewater rafting, meeting Andy Moore, that was pretty cool. There's not as many perks as you think, but it has allowed me to meet a lot of people in the community. I'm on a board of directors now for a local agency, and had I not met the mayor, and had he not seen me visibly, then who knows if he'd know who I was. So it's allowed me to do that, and it's given me some opportunities to write the article for Soki Happenings, and to kind of, and sometimes it's therapeutic to get on the air and talk about your life a little bit. So let's see, and mostly just people. It's just allowed me to meet a lot of really cool people, and I moved here and didn't know anybody. Didn't have any money either, so, and I worked mornings, so I didn't have time to make friends. But the job itself kind of facilitated me meeting people, and that really is the best part of the job, is whether it be an artist or just somebody who comes in who likes your station and want a bumper sticker. It's a cool thing to meet people, because then you can talk to them and find out what's important to them, what they like, and when you can do that on a mass scale, it makes your job a little bit easier. George Strait, big winner last night at the CMA's Taking Home Entertainer of the Year. I called it. Of course, nobody heard me when I called it, but I promise I did. You want the full list of winners, nominees, everything's online at the Goober 95.1 Facebook page. Probably the most exciting thing for a place like Bowling Green and doing radio here and being so close to Nashville is that you really do get to meet people on the way up. And in the past, we broke artists like Justin Moore and Lee Brice and Jared Neiman and Charlie Worsham. And this is one of the guys I think that's going to be one of the next big stars. He's written for Luke Bryan, one of the best singers in Nashville. Super nice guy too. I mentioned Charlie Worsham, who we had, who's an incredible musician. This guy I think is going to be big eventually too. His name's Weston Bird. And even somebody like Amber Hayes. You get other cool opportunities, like today I'm interviewing Billy Ray Cyrus. That's pretty cool. But for the most part, and it's just the reality of working in a smaller market, is your most accessible artists are the ones that are on their way up. My first introduction to radio was working at my college radio station. Before I went to a four-year school, I went to a community college. I did an 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. show one night a week, and I became the music director, which is kind of my first intro into kind of picking music and listening to music and determining what's a hit and things like that. So it was pretty beneficial early on to have that experience, and I talked to record labels and promotions companies, and to be able to do that when you're like 20 years old was pretty cool. Hey, it's Greg. College basketball season in full swing officially tonight. Kentucky taking on Michigan State. All the action here presented by Charles & Moore Insurance. You've got pregame at 5, tip-off 6:30 on the only station as big as the Big Blue. This is Goober 95.1. Does it sound like a hit? Does it sound like a smash hit? Does it sound like it's going to set the world on fire? And if it doesn't, you wait and see what happens. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it takes a while for songs to catch on. I mean, there are songs that it takes a year to get #1, which is a long time to listen to a song. It's for a year before it becomes a hit. So that's part of it. One, who's the artist? Do they have a history? You probably don't jump on songs of unproven artists right away, unless you just know flat out this is a #1 song, no matter who sings it. Mostly sunny skies today. High's going to hit the mid-50s tonight. You're looking at clear and cold. Low 33 for Friday as we head into the weekend. Sunny skies, highs again in the mid-50s. Friday night clear, low 32. Then for Saturday, more sunshine. Nice day actually, high 63. And then each hour we play, is it 10, no, 8, 10, 14, 16 songs an hour, but usually like 18 or 20 are scheduled. So I basically just determine which songs are going to play, which ones I want to keep, and I can make changes to the log as I see that there need to be. I think when I got hooked up with Candy and Potter, like, wow, I've worked hard doing some of the things that I didn't want to do, and now I'm here, and I get to really learn on the job and learn from very well respected people and people that are young and a little bit older than me, and are just as motivated. So I think that was the point, when I first got that first big break. I really, really like entertaining people. I really like pop culture. I've always been into movies and TV and music. So, and kind of being a radio personality kind of lets you get to do that. And then also just observing kind of people and behaviors and being up with trends and kind of just being in current with everything it's a pretty appealing process, pretty appealing aspect of it. Plus, I mean, you get to listen to music and get out in the community and things like that. The different areas I got to work in, the more it kind of spurred my interest. But originally, I just wanted to be on air and entertain people.
Wishing you a happy Thanksgiving. Hey, this is Lee Bryce.
Sometimes being creative. I mean, I hit spurts where I can pump out 10 ideas in a day, and then there's months where I don't come up with anything, and it just depends on if you're getting if there's like 5 concerts, you can get tickets to all 5 of those concerts. Boom, you can get listeners, but the challenge is getting them when you don't have tickets to a big concert or a big prize, or you don't have a show you're promoting or a big interview on air. It's those days where you really just kind of have to be yourself and hope you're entertaining enough inside of that. That's the tough thing. Some days are just nothing to talk about. And hopefully that when I'm on the air, if I'm doing mornings and I'm telling a story about my life, or if I'm doing a game and giving away tickets to a concert or whatever, I really enjoy entertaining people and kind of hoping that they'll make me just a slight part of their day. That's kind of it's a very flattering thing that somebody could take the time to say, hey, I got a 10-minute drive to work. I want this person to be who I spend it with, or this station. That's number one. Number two is just getting out and being able to meet people in the community, and just meet people that listen to you. And the charity things are good. On-site remotes are good because you get to meet people and hopefully maybe You can meet somebody who's never heard of your station, or they listen to a competitor, and you can be like, nah, yeah, listen, we got this, or maybe check us out, give us a chance, and maybe they do. So those are kind of 1A and 1B.
Hey, Greg.
What's going on, my man?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm not too bad. As a child of the 90s, this is probably one of the coolest things that has ever happened to me.
No, come on now.
It is definitely up there.
Oh, you've had a much cooler life than this, I'm sure.
So how are things going, my man?
It's going great. Great.
Well, I noticed in doing my my research, you're a Kentucky boy, so automatically you and I are friends already.
Man, we're brothers.
We are.
Go beyond friends, man. We're brothers, man. We got that bluegrass running through our veins.
This is a very important question. I got to know, because Achy Breaky Heart's one of the biggest songs, pretty much ever in country music. At what point did you know that it was a smash hit?
I think pretty early on, it felt like a hit. It felt like something really special there.
Billy, I got to say, man, I really admire your positivity, and you being in the public eye, and your family members as well. How do you keep that positivity when you have people scrutinizing you, and even more so, a lot of times your family as well? How do you maintain that positivity?
Just keeping it all in perspective, knowing that what's real and what ain't. That's the most important thing, is being able to have the vision to know where you've been, where you're at, and where you're going. And for me, it's all about the music. It's been about, again, looking for that purpose through the music. I was up into the wee hours last night in the studio making this new album, writing with a lot of different great songwriters. I'm enjoying being a singer-songwriter. That was what I was born to do. I'm just a kid from Kentucky that had a dream and a guitar, and I write about the truth and what's real, and I'm still that same singer-songwriter from Flatwoods, Kentucky, just living a little bit of a different life right now.
Well, enjoy the new single, Hope Is Just Ahead. Looking forward to more music, and maybe looking forward to having you back at this little station in Bowling Green sometime soon.
You got it, man. I love to come up to Mammoth Caves, man. It's one of my favorite parks in all the world. I tell people around the world, man, if you ain't been to Mammoth Cave, you're missing one of the world's true treasures.
Well, Billy, thanks so much. And like I said, as a kid from the 90s, this has been super cool just to talk to you for a few minutes. And stop by anytime you like, man. We'd love to have you.
Right on, Greg. I hope all your dreams come true.
Today's best country and 10 in a row. 95.1 WGGC.